Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I have a little treat for you today. I'm going to show you what I'm having for lunch. Stay tuned. This is one of my all-time favorite, absolutely favorite meals. This is, if it focuses, this is liver pudding. I don't know what's in it. I have ideas. I don't care. I don't want to know. Just like hot dogs and sausage. Have an idea, but I really don't want to know the truth and just enjoy it. This is something I've been eating since I was a little kid. Grew up on a farm, and we had cows, pigs, things like that. We made our own scrapple. A whole bunch of just different things. Remember one of my dad's favorites was called crackling. And it was basically the fat from when they would butcher the pigs, and they would throw it in hot grease and fry it up, and then they put it in a bag, and he'd sit there and watch TV and eat it like potato chips. So obviously not a very healthy thing. I'm pretty sure this isn't healthy either, but I absolutely love this. I don't eat it all the time or a lot. I'd say maybe once every like 2 or 3 months I'll have some. Now this is a pretty big package here, so I'll cut it in half and I'll freeze half, and in about 3 months from now I'll have the other half. I'm blessed to live in the part of Pennsylvania I live that we have a lot of Amish things around here, and if you can see that, it's Lenhartsville, PA. So this is an Amish, made by the Amish, and I'm going to show you how I prepare it. And it's not going to be pretty. It's really nothing to look at once it's all cooked down. But I'm going to show you how I prepare it and what I do with it. So stay tuned. Okay, so how I make this is I fry it up in a pan, and then what I do is I put it on toast. That's the way I like to eat it. So this is actually pretty good even raw. It's actually excellent. And guys, I don't even know how to explain the taste. It's peppery, garlicky. Don't really know how I can explain the taste to you. It's just really good. Like I said, this is one of my favorite of all time meals. And I could eat it every day. Literally every day and not get sick of it. But since it's not that good for you, I'll keep it at my schedule every 2 to 3 months. But so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I fry it up, and how I prepare it, and how I eat it. Alright, so the way I'm going to make it today is I'm going to make it on my alcohol stove. I'm going to use a simmering. As I just showed you, you can eat it raw. It's not going to hurt you. So I don't want to burn it. I don't technically want to cook it. I'm just warming it up. And as I'm warming it up, it's going to saute down to pretty much a thick liquid. So I'll show you how that's going to work. And get this started here. that's going, I'm going to cut some of this up. And basically all I'm doing, move the camera down for you here. Basically all I'm doing when I cut this up is I want to put it into more manageable size pieces so it just cooks down quicker. There's a skin on the outside, just like your typical ring bologna. So I'm just going to cut this up into smaller chunks. Put it in a pan. Don't need oil, don't need butter, don't need any of that. This will produce its own juice, if you will. So I'm going to use a simmering. Like I said, I don't want to burn it. All I want to do is heat it up. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to let it start to cook down, and I'll come back when it's almost done. Okay, just a quick update. I did end up removing the simmering just because it was taking forever. And I thought I'm going to have to probably put more alcohol in, as slow as it was going. So you can start to see how this gets. And you just want to continue to cook it down. And the next step I'm going to show you is an option. Some people prefer it. It's the way I like it. You don't have to do this. I love the taste of it just the way it is, but I think for some reason it makes it, just give it a little bit more. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit more, and I'm going to show you what I add to it. Okay, so what I add to it is some vinegar. Doesn't matter, it can be, this is white distilled, it can be apple cider vinegar. It honestly, even if you use apple cider vinegar, it does not change the taste that much. So it's just what I had. So now I'm going to let that cook down some more, and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, it's just about cooked down. Just about ready. We'll give it like another 30 seconds or so and we should be good. If you don't like the smell of vinegar, you wouldn't like the way it smells in here right now. Alright, that should do it. Try not to burn myself here. Put that out. Get that out of your way. And this is how I like to eat it. Just layer it over some toast. And I don't know what it is about the toast. Just remember that from growing up as a kid, that's the way we ate it. The way my grandparents and my parents made it. And I think that's where the vinegar came from too. Because I tell people about the vinegar and they're like, oh. And I was like, yeah, that's just the way I was used to eating it. So I think the toast, what it does is, because this is pretty much, I don't even know what consistency to say this is. You know, it's really soft. And I think it's just that the toast gives it that little bit of hardness, that crunch, and just makes it taste good. So, there's really no way to make this look pretty, guys. It's just, it is what it is. It's liver pudding, you know, so. Okay, guys, the first bite on camera. I'll give you one more look what that looks like. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just, this is the best. I would prefer, if we were in a restaurant and I had my choice between this and lobster or crab, steak, I would take this. That's how much I enjoy this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. And also, little heads up, I'm going to be starting, the first video will probably be out tomorrow. I got a whole bunch of different fuel tabs from different manufacturers. I know I've done the Esbit, I've done the Coglins, but I found some other manufacturers. Want to try theirs out, so we're going to do some water boil tests, give it a shot, and kind of like a little competition between all the fuel tabs and see if one outperforms the other, you know, if they're any better. I found some that are cheap. I found some that personally were a little expensive. I wouldn't buy all the time, but I want to see what the difference is. So if you're interested in that, like I said, the first video will be out tomorrow night, Saturday night. So look for that video and we'll see how that goes. Once again, thank you for joining me. I'm going to go and finish this before it gets cold. And I'll see you guys around. Take care. God bless.